No, I think everything that Renee said was music to my ears. I think one of the learnings that I've had in the last 2 years, being new to the executive briefing space and having to build something from the ground up, is one, ABPM has been an incredible resource. I've very politely borrowed / stolen a lot of the resources that are on that page to help build out my initial process. I think per Renee's point of, I didn't ask those questions at the beginning. We were building something from the ground up. I didn't really know the importance of having a tool and having automation. And I think as I've come to learn over the last 2 years, you can make it work. I think there's, a lot of this for Cloudflare in particular was, let's prove the financial benefits of this, and then let's talk about kind of the additional financial support that would come for an automation tool. And so again, if a tool is what's holding you back from starting, start. I think you need to prove value, whether that's in, quantitative numbers that you might get through automation or through storytelling that you can really build up and showcase to your leadership. That's really important. But Ellen, to your point, I didn't start with a tool. We started very grassroots with Google Forms and spreadsheets and just trying to get folks to come through the program to cement the process. Really, an important key for me was, all right, how do we streamline point A to point Z or point Z to make sure that everything runs seamlessly and smoothly, that I'm understanding what everyone's roles and responsibilities is in the overall process, so that we can keep it smooth and essentially execute as quickly as possible or as quickly as needs be. And so really, process was a key important part of this. We've since migrated slightly, where I was previously working in Google Forms and spreadsheets. We've actually built a homegrown tool within Salesforce, our CRM tool, to, as Renee's point, process is a part of it, right? But we want to make sure we're speaking the language of our revenue leaders and our teams, which is all in Salesforce. How do we create a streamlined process for our sales reps so that the tool they're working in 24/7 is also the tool where they can help, request briefings and understand what the briefing process is. But then also we can tie back to numbers, right? Show the ROI, show what impact we're having within our accounts. My goal for automation, I think I've come a long way from where I was on day one of July 2021. We've come a long way since then, but I think there's more to go, right? I'm still a team of one. As I think about growth and acceleration of our program, that really means investments in resources, whether that's personnel, locations, or tools. I think tools is one that I think is going to be highly important. And so building that automation to allow the administrative burden to pass off from me and onto a tool that's set up to do that, I think can, for many of you who are starting off programs, you recognize that can free up your day to focus on the more strategic impact that you can have in executive briefings.